Hello, welcome to Virginia Marie Yoga. I'm Virginia, and I'm a registered yoga teacher. I promise. I went to Black Swan Yoga in 2017 and got my certification. So today I'm going to teach a yoga class for golfers. How do I turn it around? Do I need to start over? I'm just going to turn it around like this then. And it's going to be imperfect on the internet forever. Okay, so hi to Catherine.
Hello.
And then lay down on the mat. All right, we're going to yoga. All right, lay down on your mat. Catherine. Look, she's laying down. There she is. All right. This posture, I don't have to yell because I have a mic. I'm just going to teach a normal yoga class. Okay, here we go. So, bring awareness into your breath. And then allow your eyeballs to fall into the back of your eye sockets. So you're laying on the ground. Start laying on the ground. Catherine's on the ground. All right, think about your skeleton. Let all your muscles slide away from your bones. Unclench your jawline, soften the sides of your tongue, and just breathe. Yeah, and for the first time today, or for the first time in a really long time, all I really want you to do is just bring awareness into your breath. Think about all of your muscles trying to slide off of your bones. You can also try to puddle your backside down onto the earth. So unclench your jaw, soften the sides of your tongue, and just breathe. Gyan Mudra is bringing the index finger and your thumb together very, very lightly, allowing the 3 next fingers to just open as they do. And set an intention here between the index finger and the thumb of both the left and the right hand, and remember that everyone's fingerprints are unique, and you have 10. And so, yoga is for everybody as far as I'm concerned. I want you to bend your right knee into your belly and give your right knee a hug. And then unclench your jawline, soften the sides of your tongue, and just breathe into your right hip, and only you know how you feel in your right hip. So move your right knee side to side. Then unclench your jawline and soften the sides of your tongue, and pay attention to your breath again, because the mind wanders quickly sometimes. Oh, we can hear monkeys out of the windows today. Welcome to yoga in Costa Rica with monkeys. Kick your right leg high to the sky. Weave your fingers behind your thigh bone, point and flex your toe, and roll around in your ankle. Unclench your jawline, soften the sides of your tongue, and just breathe. Are you breathing? Alright, bend your knee to your belly, supine twist, drop the knee over to the right side of the world. No, left side of the world. I already messed up. Oh no! Reach your right arm out long to the right. Alright, big breath in. And big breath out. Whee! Mas?
Yeah.
Alright, come back to your back side. Other side, right leg long. Bend your left knee up and into your belly. Give your left knee a hug. Move your left knee side to side and create space in your left hip. This class is especially for yoga for golfers. And I am terrible at golf. But my mom loves golf. So, Catherine, do you even play golf? Oh, the yoga model in the class today plays golf even. Okay. What muscle group do you use the most while playing golf? Your arms? Your back? Your hips? Your legs? Hips are important? Okay. Take your left leg high to the sky, weave your finger behind your thigh bone, point and flex your toe, and roll around in your ankle. Remember, unclench your jaw, soften the sides of your tongue, and breathe. I like how we cue the breath so much in yoga. Like we remind people to breathe all the time. All right, rebend your left knee to your belly, supine twist, drop it over to the right. Left arm goes out long to the left. Big breath in, and big breath out. So, and if you're joining online, you can have two schools of thought. A, if you keep your left shoulder, so undo. If you keep your left shoulder on the ground, keep that snug here. I start here. Now, how far down does your knee want to go? Do you feel it more here in your lumbar spine? Or do you feel more here behind your heart? You feel it down in your groin? Huh, okay. Then what happens if your knee goes all the way to the earth and you let your shoulder lift up? Okay, and now where do you feel it more? Up here. Okay, see? The posture is going to feel different if you have your knee on the ground or your shoulder on the ground. So come back to your backside. All right, make yourself even, Steven. Let your knees rock side to side. Rinse it all out. All right, figure four is cross your right ankle over your left thigh bone and pull your left thigh bone into your belly. Yep, the right hand goes through that hole you created with the figure four of the legs. All right, keep your shoulders on the earth, keep your head on the ground, relax your shoulders, soften your jaw, just breathe, and then as much as you can, pull your left thigh bone into your belly. Now, if you want to, you can use your right elbow to push your right thigh bone away from you. Unclench your jawbone and breathe. Unclench your jawbone. What does that even mean?
Your jawbone?
Yeah. Well, it's like release your mandible. Yeah. What do you clench most when you do yoga? Nothing? Must be something. All right, unwind. Other leg, other side, other figure four. Remember, keep your shoulders on the ground, head on the ground. So many people have to lift their head and shoulders up to grab onto their leg. Just keep doing yoga. Whee! Give me your leg. Whee! Okay. Oi! Alright, and then unwind. Alright, feet on the ground, knock your knees side to side, rinse everything out. Okay. So either do figure four again, or wrap your whole right leg over your left leg, so stack your right knee on top of your left knee. Like eagle your legs. Yeah, there you go. Now, don't hug the feet, though. Pull your knees into your belly and hug your knees. Remember, this is bus stop A. If you want to, walk your left hand down your right shin bone until it gets to the underside of your foot. And then, if you want to, your right hand can do the same thing on your left shin bone and maybe finds the underside of your foot. Keep your knees, so keep your inner thighs squeezing together, keep your knees to the heart, and then begin to extend your feet out and open away from you. Unclench your jawline and breathe. No, but keep your inner thighs together, knees stacked, into heart, and then pull. Relax your face. Yeah. Relax your face too. Okay, unwind, other side. So, knees to belly. Keep your inner thighs squeezing together, and then walk your hands down your shins, and then grab onto your feet from the underside. And breathe into your hips, and then pull your feet away from each other if you can. If you can't yet, that's okay. Just keep doing yoga. Yeah, I think this could be my new tagline. Just keep doing yoga. All right, unwind everything. Feet on the ground. Knock your knees side to side. Rinse it all out. All right, so now we've opened up the hips really, really good. What are all of the things we could do on the shoulders on the backside if we wanted to? Oh, I could make you eagle crunch. Okay, here we go. What I want you to do is cactus your elbows and try to put your elbows on the earth. So you're laying down on the ground, but your arms look like this. Cactus your elbows. Remember, you're holding the balls of energy that you want to hold in between your palms. I've been saying that a lot in my classes lately. All right, you also have balls of energy underneath your feet. Yay, you. Okay. What I want you to do now is put everything up into the sky. So feet up and arms up. Everything goes up. Arms too. Try to push your palms together. And I know you can't push the soles of your feet together, so just try it. I guess you could. Catherine can. I don't care if you can. Okay, flex your toes towards your nose. You can have bent knees. Long legs will never make you a better person, I promise. Alright, at the exact same time, move your hands and your feet away from the midline, opening up to a V shape. All the way. Open, no, out. And then come back together at the exact same time. Slow. Do it 2 more times. Slow. Open. As you slowly push all air out, open up. And then nice and easy, breathe all air in, push hands and feet back together. That's the cue. So the exhale is going to be out, exhale. Go out and exhale. And then as you inhale, come back in. Okay, now everybody stay in. Just the feet open up, out. Feet out. And now karate chop your hands through your legs. Lift your head, heart, shoulders off of the ground. Stay for an outhale. Okay, inhale, lay back down. Hands away, feet together at the exact same time. So hands go away and your feet come together. And now you gotta let them land at the same time. Okay, feet away, hands together, go. Well, I know it's so hard. Your brain is like, what the heck is going on? Okay, lift your head, heart, shoulders off the ground. Karate chop through your legs. Slowly lower back down. Hands away, feet together. Slow. Everything's gotta be slow. I don't know why. It just makes it harder. Okay, hands together, feet away. That's karate chop. So karate chop through your legs. And now stay here. Breathe. In your hips. Lift up through the roof of your mouth. Think about your low belly drawing down into the center of the earth. And now slowly release. Bend your knees to your belly. Give yourself a hug. And rock side to side and relax your low back. Yay you! You just did core work. And that's one of the best abdominal exercises for anybody, including women that are suffering through having their abdominal wall being further apart than it should be. So if you have diastasis recti, that core work that we just did is appropriate. Come to sit on your butt. I feel like I'm a teacher, but I am. I'm a yoga teacher. Where are we at? 12 minutes of yoga so far. Good job. Keep doing yoga. All right. Palm to palm, hands to your heart. Yeah, set an intention for your practice. Find a word, find a person, find a place. Can I touch you? Mm-hmm. Yay! I love hands-on assist and adjust, but if you're doing yoga with me online, you're just doing yoga with me online. And thank you for being here. Lift up through the roof of your mouth. Even you, person online. Ah, your strap is all. Let me fix you up. Okay. Oh, hold on. Now my OCDness has to have it be perfect. Okay, great. So, inhale, reach your arms up wide and high. Grab all the good Purta Vida or whatever tagline is in your country you're doing yoga in right now. And then twist to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand to your knee. Yeah, I feel like I teach a similar class almost every single day, and yet something is always different. And you never know who comes to your classes. So you just gotta trust that people aren't gonna hurt themselves. So, keep your left hand on your knee. Reach your right hand up and over your ear. And then lean into the back of your heart. Try to smell your own armpit, and then trace your eye line up to your middle finger. Yep. And spiral your bicep towards your ear. And as best you can, don't fall into the sand. But that's silly because we're in my house. So, right hip stays on the ground. Here you go. Deep breath in and big breath out. Whee! You're stretching your QL. It's right here between your low hanging rib and your pelvis. At least Catherine is. Who knows what you're doing? Okay, inhale, come to sit back up. And twist to the left. You're moving in such like a robotic-like way. You're doing great, Catherine. What did we do over here? I forgot. No, we're breathing. I hope you're still breathing. Sits bones always stay on the ground because of gravity, though. That'd be weird if you were floating off of the earth. Alright. Stay twisted, and then lift your left arm up and over your ear. And then everything remains to be true. So keep both sits bones on the ground. Think about spiraling your left rib back. And then as you inhale, think about lengthening from your pelvis to your low-hanging rib. And as you exhale, try to tip over as much as you can, but do not let your left sits bone lift the earth. Lift off of the earth. There we go. What does this tattoo mean?
A mountain.
It's a mountain. Catherine has a mountain tattoo. All right, come to sit up and forward fold over the cross of your legs, because these are your hips. Forward fold. You don't have to say oops. I'm also paying attention to how much battery my phone has. It doesn't have. Next time we'll have a fully charged one. Yeah, let your elbows bend. Relax. All right. Because now, come to sit back up. And then sit back up. And switch the cross of your legs. Other shin in front. Woo! And look, Catherine did it without putting her hands on the ground. That's fancy. Okay, what did we do on the first side? What are we doing? Inhale, reach your arms up wide and high. Grab all the good. And then I want us to, the other day in beach yoga, Carmen showed me this where she just like pulled me up by my wrist. Even this feels really good. Okay, lateral stretches. Right hand comes down to the earth and your left hand reaches as far over your ear as you possibly can. And then bend into your right elbow and shrug your right shoulder away from your right ear. There you go. Keep your left sits bone rooted down to the earth and try not to fall into the sun. Okay, come to sit back up. Whee! Arms up, reach up. Lengthen your waist as much as you can. Our left hand comes down to the ground. Right arm reaches over. But look, Catherine already did all the shenanigans. I told her because that's the thing. You will learn what you should do on the second side always faster than the teacher can cue. So spiral your bicep towards your ears. Elongate everything here. So then I have learned to cue opposite. So that way, because she already did all the arm shenanigans. All right, keep your right sits bone rooted and exhale and deepen. Okay, come back up, breathe up, breathe up, breathe up, and forward fold over the cross of your legs. Did I tell you to switch the cross of your legs? Are you? Okay, good. Okay, good. Thank goodness. One thing I remember to do almost every single time. And then wiggle into it, because they're your hips. So, roll over to a tabletop posture. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees is the most classic of all the yoga poses. Tabletop. 4 supports. A whole bunch of people call it a whole bunch of different stuff. All right, spread out through your fingers, grind down through your finger pads. Oh, wait, do you want your coffee? I want my coffee. Where's my coffee? I do. I want mine. I don't drink coffee after noon, or at least I try. Okay. All right. So, yeah, we're doing yoga and coffee for golfers that are women. And Catherine's going to surf later, so let's just call it for surfers, too. All right, spread out through your fingers, grind down through your finger pads. You got magical blueberries. You're trying to not squish, y'all. You also got magical blueberries underneath the soles of your feet. Tickle, tickle. All right. Cat, cow. So, inhale, cow. Drop your belly. Lift your gaze. Stick your butt way up in the air. Exhale, cat. Push the earth away from you. Tuck your chin to your chest. Tuck your tailbone, navel to spine. Push all the air out. Inhale, cow. Drip your belly down. Lift your gaze up. And now keep doing this. Match it with your breath. So, pay attention to the breath. Slow it down. Smooth it out. And then start to get like organic with your movement. So start to swivel your hips. Start to think about your shoulders. Start to move your spine around in an S-like shape. And if you feel weird, just close your eyes and pretend like nobody's watching you. Because it doesn't matter. This is just yoga, and yoga is movement with breath. As far as I can tell, yoga makes my body feel better. So, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, hips high into the sky. And start breathing your spine line like from your tailbone to your crown every time you undulate, which is a really fancy way of saying I want you to start thinking about your spine line when you move it one bone at a time from the tail to the crown and the crown back to the tail. Try not to whiplash your spine like a saw blade. You know what I'm saying? Try to have it be more like wiggle. All right. So, pushing the earth away with the hands, drip your heart back towards your thigh bones. And take a big breath in and try to stick your butt up. And as you exhale, really push the earth away. Yeah. And then another way to do a hands-on assist in downward loving dog is this one. Oh, this one is the best one, and you don't feel it on the internet, but Catherine will. I'm going to step on your hands, okay? So this is one of my favorite assists. So the yoga teacher steps on the yogi's hands. We find your pelvis bone, and then what we do is we take the palms of our soles of our hands. Okay, I'm going to push into your hands with my feet. I'm going to try to rip your body apart as I push up and then I push back. And I'm going to come out of it. Whee! All right, and child's pose. Big toes touch, hips to heels, forehead to the earth. That feel okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. It was when the teacher did that to me one time. I was like, wow. If someone came and did that to me every time, that'd be great. So in child's pose, big toes touch, hips to heels, forehead to earth. You can always bend your elbows and stack your hands and rest your forehead on the back of your hands if your forehead is hanging out in no man's land. That's just like normally we don't want your head to not be on the earth. So if you don't have the flexibility or mobility yet to have your forehead on the earth, do ground your forehead with something, whether it's a block, stacked fists, whatever it is available for you. So choosing the knees wide, child's pose is more of a hip stretch. Choosing the knees together, child's pose is more of a low back stretch, in my personal opinion. But I always let people choose. So what am I going to do? I want to ground your pelvis down, and I'm going to do the opposite. So ground through your pelvis, and then I find your right shoulder blade and take big breath in. And then again, I try to rip your body apart, big breath out. Okay. And I'm going to do the other side. So I find your pelvis with my palm, with the heel of my hand on my right hand. I find your shoulder blade, big breath in. And then as you breathe out, I try to literally rip your body apart like this. Okay. And then rise back up to a tabletop, do some cat-cows, reset your spine. Wait for your yoga teacher to find her misplaced coffee. I love teaching yoga on the beach. I guess I'm going to walk around and talk about yoga and drink coffee. It really is quite a life. I highly recommend it. Okay. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toe tips up and back. Uh-oh. Okay. My phone is just losing battery. We're going to turn this into a abridged version of a full yoga class. Downward loving dog. Tiny, tiny tiptoes. Step, jump, or float. Travel yourself to the top of your mat. Stay low in your forward fold. Let your chin tuck to your chest. Let all the thoughts drip out of the top of your head. Grab opposite elbows and then sway side to side. Now, yogis, while you're in this position, you can see all 10 of your beautiful toes. So spread out through your 10 toes and ground down through all 4 corners of your feet. Try to suction cup energy up through the inner arches like you have 2 families of ladybugs living under your inner arches. And think about swaying your torso side to side, front to back, and up to down. And then release your hands. Let your arms be heavy. Slowly stack your bones 1 bone at a time. And when you finally get to the top, just fix your clothes and roll your shoulders. And now you're standing up like a human being again. Congratulations. Okay. And now we're gonna stretch it out because my phone's gonna die. So push down through your feet and reach up through your arms. Forward fold, swan dive down or cut through the center. Yogi choice. Half lift, flat back. Breathe your heart forwards. Exhale, forward fold, hands down, touch the earth. Downward facing dog. Hips high to the sky. Alright, kick your right leg long and strong, up and back. Stack your right hip, bend your right knee. But pay attention to your shoulders. Do make sure you're still pressing the earth evenly away through both hands. Do not be lifting up out of your right shoulder in any way. And now, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana, pigeon pose. Sweep your right knee and put it on the earth behind your right wrist. And then swingy, swing, swing. That pretty little ankle up behind your left wrist-ish. Walk your back left leg as far back as you want your back left leg to walk. You can stay up on your hands, or you can come down to your forearms. Yogi choice. Remember to ground your intention that sits in between your eyebrows onto something. It's like you're planting a seed. You've picked a word at the beginning of your yoga class. You've been thinking about it the whole time. It lives here in between your eyebrows, and you can push it down into the ground and plant it in like a seed. Keep coming back to your intention. I feel like that's what makes yoga more like special than Pilates. Pilates doesn't have an intention. Pilates, you go to a workout, they count back from 10, you firm up your muscles, good for you. But yoga, we ask you to like think of a word, think of a person, think of a place that you want to spend all of your time and energy to, because yoga is not just about your body. Yoga is about your mind, your emotions, and your spirit. Pilates isn't about all that stuff. Bar isn't about that stuff. Cycling isn't about that stuff. And that's fine. I'm no judgment against any motion. You know, movement is movement. But yoga is special, I think, because of the intention, in my personal opinion. All right, so rise back up. Downward loving dog. Do whatever you need to make your hips okay in your body. If you want to do a vinyasa flow, this is what it looks like. High plank. Breathe in. Low plank. Breathe out. Sorry, I'm doing a random vinyasa flow. Inhale, up dog. Lift your heart up. Splash it forwards. Exhale, downward loving dog. Tuck your toes, hips up and back. All right, kick your left leg high to the sky. Stack your hip, bend your knee, move your knee around in space. And do not lift up out of your left shoulder. Keep pushing the earth equally away through both hands. And then when you're ready, sweep your left knee and put it on the ground behind your left wrist. And sweep the ankle and put it on the ground behind your right. Walk your back right leg as far back as you want your back right leg to walk. Stay up on your hands or come down your forearms. What else do I say? Oh, a classic. So, Rachel Brathen is the yogi that said, hips are where we store our old stale emotions. It's a quote. She said it. But it's also just her belief, because a lot of different people store their old stale emotions in a lot of different places. So, use your breath as a vacuum. With every inhalation, find any self-doubt, regret, anything from the past that you're ready to release, and with every exhale, let it go. Because in reality, every single person that we ever meet is going through something. Ooh, what's going through your shoulder? Maybe Catherine is holding her old stale emotions in her left shoulder blade. I found it. So, and then with every exhale, let it go. What was that? It crunched. Can you let this one soften too? Okay, because you're like, now this shoulder's higher than your left. Yeah, so yeah, settle into it. Yeah, if a teacher comes by and pushes on you and you don't want to be pushed, you can always say, hey, don't touch me. Hopefully the teacher you use has asked for permission before they do any hands-on assistance. But also, when I get a massage and they're like, is this good? I don't talk, and I'm just like, yeah, it's fine, and I just like suffer through, so I get it. But I love hands-on assist and adjust. In fact, when I go to take classes in the United States, I always ask the teacher before class, I'm like, hey, just so you know, I'm totally like cool if you want to like try to push my body into the earth. All right, are your hips about goodish? Okay. So to come out of it, just bring your heart up, roll onto your left butt, kick your legs out long to the front of the house. Paschimottanasana. Extend your legs, squeeze your thigh bones together, flex your toes towards your nose, and remember, you can bend your knees. I don't care. Every inhalation, sit taller into your spine, thinking about your coccyx. As you exhale, hinge from your hip, and think about bringing your belly button closer to your thigh bone. And then on your next inhalation, think about lengthening through your lumbar spine. That's where your circle C is in your low back. As you exhale, hinge from your hip points, and try to bring your belly button closer to your thigh bone. And then on your next inhalation, lengthen through the back of the heart space. This is your thoracic spine. This part of your spine has over 50% of, not over, exactly 50% of your vertebra live here. As you inhale, lengthen all three lower parts again, including now the cervical spine, your neck. As you exhale, think about hinging from your hips, bringing your belly button closer to your thigh bone, and breathe here. And from this point of view, if your nose is on the toe side of your leg, let your head hang heavy. So Deep breath in, fill up with everything that you need. As you exhale, and just try to hinge more. But the other day, Carmen said, Virginia, you should push people on the backs of their hearts. And I'm like, okay. So big breath in and forward fold. All right, and now I'm going to come to your heart. Big breath in and big breath out. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to pin you down here. Big breath in and big breath out. Why are your legs tumbling to the left? Come to sit back up. Why were your feet? I was like, okay, slowly lower down on your backside. Okay, good. When you get down to your backside, bend your right knee, give your right knee a hug. Okay, because you did a little bit of work, and now you get to feel it. You get to feel what you did for yourself. Yay, yoga. Supine twist. Draw it over to the left side of the world. Right arm goes out long to the right. Look up or look over to your right. Think about someone that you love that's over there on the right side of the world. And send them all of your good juju. Just cuz. Then come back to your backside. And switcheroos. Right leg goes long. Left knee comes up and in. Give your left knee a hug. Give it a squeeze. Remember, your body was a gift. And you received it at your birth. And it's the only one you get for this lifetime. So, drip it over to the right side of the world. Reach your left arm out long to the left. Look up or look over to the left. Think about someone that you like a lot, a whole bunch on the left side of the world, and give them all of your love and juju too. And then nice and easy, come back to your backside. And happy baby. Slide your knees to the outsides of your ribs. Maybe rub onto the backs of the legs, maybe your knees, maybe walk your hands up your shins to your ankles. Maybe one day you grab the outsides of your feet. I don't know. Yoga's never going to make you a better person, but it can offer you flexibility if you have a consistent practice. So, sway side to side, extend one leg, extend the other, or the other thing you can do is just cue people, tell them, say, pull down on your feet bones and have your feet bones push into your finger bones, and then push your stake from your sits bone into the earth, and it should feel really good on your own low back. You feel it? Yeah. And then the teacher adjustment is, say, let go of your hands, and then you want to drive their feet like a big old school bus. And push down with your knees onto the backs of their hamstrings. And this should feel really good too. Okay, when you're ready, bend your knees into your belly. Give yourself a hug. As you exhale, draw your nose up in between your knees. Give yourself a kiss for coming to yoga. And then lay down. You're done. Shavasana. So to set yourself up for Shavasana, and then I'm going to turn off the video so you can Shavasana as long as you like. Let your feet flap open. Let your palms be up so your fingers can curl. Puff up your heart to wiggle your shoulders away from your earlobes. Unclench your jawline. Soften the sides of your tongue and just breathe. And remember that your breath is a gift. So as you inhale, just breathe in love because it's there. And as you exhale, just breathe out peace because you can. And please stay as long as you are comfortable here. And when you are done, have gratitude for the body for what it has done for you up until this point. And have curiosity and excitement for what it is yet to overcome. Thank you for doing yoga with me today. I'm Virginia, and I'm with Virginia Marie Yoga. And I'll see you soon. The light in me sees and honors the light that's in you. And it's that same light that you get to shine to yourself until we see each other again, and I remind you again. Aho.